right. If you can hear me, go ahead and just either raise your hand or in the chat box that you see at the bottom, go ahead and just put, I can hear you, Luke. Awesome. Awesome. You could hear me. And then, can you see the slideshow? If you could see it, just say, yes, I can see it. Awesome. Gracie could see it. Jessica could see it. Awesome. All right, guys. So as you read in the title book, what we're going to talk about tonight is how to get the health results you even if you don't have the time to do so. So what I want to do is just ask a few questions out there. This is going to be a little bit interactive, a little bit lecture-y, but what I found out is those who interact the most actually absorb the information the most. And throughout any time you have questions, if you have any questions throughout the entire presentation, in the chat box, just write down your question. I'll go through them all at the end for you guys. We have a question and answer time. But right now, what are you most excited about to hear about this during the presentation? What do you want to get out of it? Go ahead in the chat box, just write out what you want to get out of it. Lose cellulite. Desiree wants to lose weight. Wants to stop yo-yo dieting. Put on lean muscle. Awesome. All great answers, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So how do you get the health results, even if you don't have any time to do so? Because as you guys know, there's so many things to do, especially nowadays, where it's just we tend to put the fitness on the back burner. And we're going to go ahead and kind of get into this. So my promise to you guys, I'll show you exactly how to properly work out. The 4 key tips to any nutrition plan, plus I'm going to break it down even more, and how to keep results forever without wasting any more time. How great would that be to be able to get results and keep it off for the rest of your life? Because I don't know about you, but I know in my past, I get results, I go back. I get results, I go back. Until I found out these secrets that I'm going to go over with you today, and it's just the best way I have found to not only get the results, but to keep getting more results after. So who's excited about that? If you're excited, just type excited. Awesome, you guys are excited. So, and I promise, if you stay all the way to the end, it's gonna be probably about a probably about a 60-minute presentation. And if you stay all the way to the end, I'm gonna give you 3 months to my free to my LR Fit online membership, where you're gonna get workout routines, nutrition routines, all on the go. And you don't have to worry about if you go on vacation or anything else. But please, if you're serious right now, turn off your cell phones. I'm gonna put mine on silent right now so there's no distractions. Turn off Facebook. There's so many distractions that I could do. But if you're looking to increase your current health and you're serious about getting better results, then I promise you these next 60 to 90 minutes, I promise closer to the 60 side, will change your life. And for those of you who don't know me, this is who I am. My name is Luke Rangel. I've been a trainer for over 6 years. I am certified in nutrition, certified in corrective exercise, which just means I'm certified and I know how to help people who have injuries. I'm certified in P90X. I run multiple businesses right now, online and in person. I'm a family guy. I'm a husband. I'm a father. So this is why I feel so confident in how I could teach you. If you have a busy lifestyle, I could teach you how to get results around that. And I currently lost 10% body fat in 3 months. That picture you see right there, that was in 3 months. I promise you, if I showed that to myself, I would not believe it. But luckily, because I lived through it, it's 100% true. Also, I'm a husband, as I mentioned, to this crazy redhead, and a father to a 1.5-year-old. But of course, by crazy, I mean crazy beautiful. Oh. All right, guys. So imagine, will your life be like when you have all the tools needed to change your body however you want, and look in the mirror with pure confidence? How great would that be? I can't tell you how many times when new clients come to me, they just want to be confident. They want to put on a swimsuit. They want to put on clothes. They want to fit into a pair of jeans and just feel confident about it. You never have to worry about if you're wasting your time or worrying what clothes look like on you. What will life be like when you know how to drop the body fat you want without ever going on a diet, right? Go ahead, raise your hand right now if you hate going on diets. Yeah. Mark raises his hand, Daniela raises his hand, right? No one likes diets, and I promise you, I'm going to show you a better way. Gracie hates diets as well. How about when you really know how to get long-term results? Will that make a difference for you, but more importantly, your family? There's so many mothers that come to me, and even being a father myself, and my own wife just started her a new fitness routine because they want to be an example for their kids. And that is what life is all about. So I just want to go into some results. So I'm just not some random trainer out here. We do have results. We have Allie, who dropped 12 pounds in 6 weeks. Now, a great story about Allie is she was training with me for about 5 months, but doing it on her own at the same time, meaning she showed up for her workouts for 1 hour that day, but the rest of the 23 hours of the day, she did her own thing. And then something clicked to her. She decided to follow these exact secrets that I constantly preach that I'm going to share with you guys today. And in 6 weeks, she lost 12 pounds. So for 5 months, she got little to no results. And then in 6 weeks, 12 pounds gone. Evelyn, who's in her 60s, retired nurse, was a huge yo-yo dieter. Kind of like what I said, put on weight, took it off, put on weight, took it off. And now she is down over 20 pounds. Audrey down 5 inches off her waist. And the amazing thing about Audrey, she has 2 knee replacements. So if you have an injury, if you feel like there's something holding you back, I promise you we could work around it. And then we have Yolanda, who's down over 100 pounds. I absolutely love Yolanda's transformation, not just physically, but if you met her 100 pounds ago, she was a completely different person. Shy, scared of the gym. I remember when we first started working out, she was trying to leave the gym every single time after 30 minutes. And now she stays an hour, and she even asks for extra time now and then. Bruna, down over 4 dress sizes. We have Evan, who lost 40 pounds in 3 months. Dan dropped 60 pounds. Amy down over 30 pounds. Crystal, 125 pounds. And Josh down 20 pounds. Great story about Josh. A lot of people could connect with this. So Josh, again, tried it on his own. As you can see, he put on a little bit of baby weight with his wife. And to lose those 20 pounds, his first instinct was to start running. So he signed up for a half marathon. He ran for, I think it was 3 to 4 months on his own every single day. At the end of the half marathon, he stepped on the scale and he lost 2 pounds. So months of running every day and lost 2 pounds. Finally, he started listening to me. This is my brother, by the way. And he dropped over 20 pounds in 6 weeks. 6 weeks, lost 20 pounds. When for months of running, which there's good things about running, but it's not the way to get results, dropped 20 pounds. So what we're going to cover today, the 3 secrets, how to properly work out without wasting any time. So I'm going to dive in deep into actually how to work out, how to put the proper sets and rep ranges. Secret number 2, the 4 key tips to any nutrition plan, how to do it without dieting. Plus, I'm going to throw in a lot other stuff into there. And then secret number 3, how to keep the results forever and not gain the weight back. So out of these secrets, which one are you most excited about? Go ahead, just go and type it into the thing. And maybe whatever is more, I'll kind of add a little bit of extra in there. Awesome. Secret 1, secret 2, secret 2, 3, 2. Cool. So a lot of people want to know about nutrition and how to keep it off. Well, let's get right into it. Again, if you have questions at all throughout this, please just type it into the chat box. What's up, Evelyn? And what I will do at the end is go over as many questions as I can. So how to properly work out without wasting any time. So most people who are working out think they need to do high reps and low weight to get results, to lose weight. You know, you hear that a lot of times. You got to do high reps, keep the weight light, and that's how you lose weight, when that's really not the case at all. So what I'm going to cover in this is proper rep ranges for your goal. It's not always 3 sets of 10 or whatever it may be. I'm going to give you the proper rep ranges, how to switch up your workouts, because you hear that a lot too. You need to switch up your workouts. I'm going to tell you what that means and why going heavier is actually better. So proper rep ranges for your goal. First, we're going to talk about 3 sets of 12 to 20. So 12 to 20 is the repetitions, and you do that 3 times. That's what 3 sets of 12 to 20 means. And this is great to use for the beginning of any new workout routine. I personally do this at least once a year. So even if you're a veteran, even if you've been working out for a long time, it is great to always go back to this. What it does, it builds stability muscles. So like your tendons, your ligaments, increases your motor skills, and it improves your muscle fatigue. So the most important thing when you do any kind of exercises is to make sure you have the proper technique. Without the proper technique, that is when you get hurt. And the reason why we want to go 3 sets of 12 to 20 and build those stability muscles is because the biggest mistake that happens, and this usually happens a lot to high school boys, young guys, they want to show off in the gym and they just put on a bunch of weight, as much weight as they can, and push it. And then what happens? They hurt their elbows, they get tendonitis, they strain some kind of muscle, and they just get injured. So by slowing it down, by doing higher rep ranges with 3 sets of 12 to 20, you're going to improve that. You're going to take away more possibility of getting injured because your body is going to be ready to go to the next thing. So from there, so I'm going to go over three of the main set and rep ranges. The second one is 3 to 5 sets of 8 to 12 with supersets. So you may be asking, what is a superset? So what a superset is when you do 2 exercises back to back with 0 rest, and then you rest after the second exercise. So for example, let's say we're doing a dumbbell bench press. You're going to do 8 to 12 dumbbell bench presses, put the weight down, immediately go into 8 to 12 push-ups, and then you rest, and then you do that again. So that is what a superset is. And what that does is it builds strength, and it helps you burn more calories, right? Because you're taking less time to rest, and your body's just getting heated up, and you're going a lot faster. And then the third main group is building hypertrophy, which is 3 to 5 sets of 6 to 12. So you're going heavier to lower reps. And all hypertrophy is, it's a fancy term for muscle building. Even if you're a female, want to lean out, if you're a guy, whatever it may be, you want to put on muscle. And I'm going to talk about that in a bit. So hypertrophy, muscle building doesn't mean you're going to be a bodybuilder. I promise you that. If anything, it's going to help you get smaller. And this is when your body actually starts transforming. But you have to do those first 2 sets to rep ranges first before moving into this to stay completely safe. So with all that being said, how do you actually switch up your workouts? So you want to switch up your workouts every 6 weeks. So the reason behind the 6 weeks is right here. The first 2 weeks, your body is getting used to this new routine. The next 2 to 4 weeks after that, you start building that lean muscle that you want to get. So for every 10 pounds of lean muscle that you put on, your body burns about 150 calories extra a day. So that means for every 10 pounds of lean muscle, your body burns 150 calories extra a day. That is like 1/4 of a Starbucks drink. So once you do that, by the 6th week, your body starts getting used to the exercise again, and then it's time to switch it up. But it doesn't mean you have to actually change your exercises. I remember as I was going through my transformation, a lot of people were telling me that I was doing it wrong because I was doing the same thing almost every day, which one, I wasn't, but they just weren't looking at the things I'm going to talk about next. So the first 6 weeks, you want to do the 3 sets of 12 to 20. So if you are brand new to working out, if you feel like you hit a plateau for a while, or if you've just been doing the same thing for at least over 6 weeks, follow this right here. Take a picture of it, write it down, do what you need to. The first 6 weeks is 3 sets of that 12 to 20 with 60 to 90 second rest. So every exercise you do. So again, I'll give you some more examples. If you're doing a chest workout, you could do dumbbell bench press and then a dumbbell incline press, 3 sets of 12 to 20. And then you go to dumbbell chest fly, 3 sets of 12 to 20. And then you do push-ups, whatever that may be. And in between each one, you're resting 60 to 90 seconds. So that is 6 weeks. The next 6 weeks is 3 sets of 8 to 12 with supersets. So in the first 6 weeks, you built your stability, you built the ligaments, you're building muscle fatigue. You've done the exercise for 6 weeks now, so you now could do them properly without any hesitation. And then the next 6 weeks, you start building the strength. And you're going from, instead of 60 to 90 second rest, you stick to that 60-second rest. So it's a little bit faster. And then the next 6 weeks after is when you start building that hypertrophy. Your body is ready to go heavier. So you do the 3 sets of 6 to 12 with 60-second rest. So what you can see under there where it says time under tension, tempo, and load, that is how you change up your workout. You don't have to change the exercises. You just change up the time under tension. So you're going from holding a weight from 12 to 20 times to 6 to 12 times. So the time under tension is getting lower. You're changing up your tempo. So you're going from a 90-second rest to a 60-second rest. So you're going faster. And then you change your load, which is how much weight you're using. So obviously, if you're going to 20 reps, it's going to be a much lighter weight than if you're going to 6 reps. So those 3 things right there is how you change up your entire workout. You could do the same exact chest routine that I just talked about for the first 6 weeks and do those same exact exercises for the last 6 weeks, and your body's going to feel completely different. So, and why going heavier is better? So first off, I have to get rid of that myth buster that there's probably every female on here is probably wondering. Going heavier will never, ever make you bulky. When you go heavier, so if you think about it, it's kind of the second bullet point. If you're going heavier on your body, that means there's more tension on your body. And when our body is put under tension, when it's put under stress, what happens is we're actually burning more calories. And when you burn more calories, you get smaller. So I'm sure everyone has seen that diagram where you could see 5 pounds of fat versus 5 pounds of muscle, and it's a huge, huge difference. It's like 3 oranges would be 5 pounds of fat, and 1 orange would be 5 pounds of muscle. So by putting on lean muscle, converting your fat to lean muscle, you're going to get smaller. And the only way to do that is by putting enough stress, by putting enough resistance onto your body. So what I put there is, so what is heavy? Heavy is different for everybody. What it really means is what is challenging for your body. So if you're going for 8 to 12 reps, if you do the first set to 12, second set to 12, third set to 12, that weight is too light. You didn't challenge your body enough if you got every single set to the amount of reps you're supposed to get. Now, if you got, so what I would do and what I do in my workout routines, if the first set I get 12, I'll move up 5 pounds. If on the second set I get like 9 or 10 and I can't gain more, that is the perfect weight and I'll stay there for my third set. So that's what it means by challenge your body and what it means to go heavier. All right, hopefully you enjoyed that. Secret number 2, the 4 key tips to any nutrition plan with zero dieting. So most people think you have to be on a diet to lose weight, when actually, personally, I have never been on a diet. Luckily, I've never been on a diet. And I lose weight all the time. If you follow me on Instagram, Luke Rangel Fitness, you could see that I actually put on 10 pounds, might have been 11 pounds over the last weekend because I went out to Oregon with a bunch of friends. And now 3 days later, I'm already down 6 pounds. And all I did was start eating healthy again. There was no diet at all. So I'm going to cover what macronutrients are. I'm going to cover the 4 key tips of nutrition that changed my life. And then I'll throw in a little 5th key. So the first thing you want to do is never get rid of any macronutrients. And what are macronutrients? As you can see there, they're protein, carbs, and fat. And I'll talk about what the kcals mean in a bit. But usually when you go on a diet, it means you're eliminating one of those or making one of them very few. I have one client right now that's joining a program that I just completely disagree with, and they're trying to put her body in ketosis. And if you don't know what ketosis is, it just means she's having like 10 to 15 carbs a day, which is terrible for you. Yes, you're going to lose weight, but what are the after effects of losing that weight? And what I really want you guys to get a hold of when it comes to choosing a nutrition plan, even if it's not my nutrition plan, 95% of nutrition plans out there work. If you follow it, it's going to work. Now, all you have to do is follow a plan that works with your lifestyle. There's no way I could eliminate carbs the rest of my life. And I know most people out there can't either, but what happens? They eliminate the carbs, they lose the weight. Once they lose the weight, they go back to the way of eating that they want to eat, and they gain the weight back. And that is what we don't want to do here, and that's why you never want to diet. So why protein? What is protein? As you can read, it's the building blocks of life. Every cell in the human body contains protein. You need protein in your meal plan to help your body repair cells and make new ones. Another great thing about protein is it helps keep you full. Have you ever, I know I've been there plenty of times, have you ever feel like you just keep eating and you don't get full? You just keep eating and you keep eating and it actually makes you hungrier? What happens is you're probably eating a lot of carbs, a lot of breads, a lot of just kind of pointless carbs. If you add protein to that, you're going to be full. What are carbs? Carbs have a bad name, but they are great for you. It's most of your body cells use a simple carb, glucose, for energy, especially your brain. Carbs also help with fat metabolism. So why would you want to eliminate carbs, go into that ketosis mode when they're good for energy and they're good for your brain? Just crazy. And then fat, it helps you absorb vitamins. It also insulates your body and keeps you warm. And it's also great for your brain as well, those omega-3, omega-9 fats. So what that 4K, 9K cal means is that's how you break down calories. So you never want to count calories. You want to count protein, carbs, and fats. So for every 1 gram of protein and 1 gram of carb, that is 4 calories. And for every 1 gram of fat, that is 9 calories. So for me, I'm currently eating about 2,400 calories. But I'm not looking at stuff and saying, oh, this is 300 calories, this is good for me. When I break down 2,400 calories in my mind, what that says is it's 200 grams of protein, it's about 250 grams of carbs, it's about 80 grams of fat. That equals 2,400 calories. So that's the thing you want to look at. It's going to take some time to get there, but once you get there, that's when you're going to see the biggest results. And I could help you do that if you need. The 4 keys to any nutrition plan. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, if you follow me on Instagram, I talk about these 4 things religiously. But I'm going to bring them down even more in depth today. So eat breakfast within 30 minutes of waking up. Continue to eat every 2.5, 3.5 hours. Include protein each time you eat. Drink a minimum of half your body weight in ounces of water. So why do you want to eat breakfast within 30 minutes of waking up? It burns more fat and speeds up your metabolism. So I read a survey. They surveyed over 100 people that were overweight. According to the BMI scales, they were overweight. They said 80% of them say they skip breakfast. So there's a huge correlation between skipping breakfast and gaining weight. So if you say you don't have time to eat breakfast, look at your schedule again and make time. What I eat is I have a protein shake every single day. I am out of the door. I either start work at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. every single day. I have a 1.5-year-old daughter. So I don't have time to eat, but I make it happen. I wake up, I put some powders in a shaker cup, I shake it up, and I drink it on my way to work. It literally takes me less than 1 minute to make my breakfast, and then I'm drinking it on my way to work. So if you have a hard time, if you don't have a lot of time in the morning like I don't, have a protein shake. Make it easy on yourself. Don't overcomplicate things. Continue to eat every 2.5, 3.5 hours. So I love this. So like, what do you think, for those of you that have children out there, how often do you have to feed those kids? How often do you have to feed your babies? Every 2 to 3 hours. Nothing is supposed to change as we become adults, except we think life gets in the way, or for whatever reason, we don't think we need to keep doing it. Or our parents just didn't teach us the right way when we were toddlers. So if a brand new baby needs to eat every 2 to 3 hours, so do we as adults. The reason why, it keeps the metabolism going. If you don't feel hungry, it's because you trained your body for so long not to be hungry. But one thing I can promise you, if you start today, if you start eating every 2 to 3 hours, within 2 to 4 weeks time, you're going to be a lot hungrier than you were today. You're going to wake up needing breakfast. 3 hours, you're not even going to have to look at your watch when 3 hours later come around, because your body's going to need food. You're going to need energy. And that's a good sign. That means your metabolism is speeding up. And again, if you don't have time, all I could say is just make time. If you have a crazy schedule, set a timer on your phone just so you don't miss a time. And then, so like what I eat. As I mentioned, for breakfast, I have my protein shake. Usually 3 hours later, I'll have some Greek yogurt. My favorite Greek yogurt is the Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. For one little canister, it's like 15 grams of protein with 6 grams of sugar. It's pretty good for you. It's the healthiest one I've seen out there. 3 hours later, it's usually I finish a workout, so I have another protein shake. And then I get home and I have some eggs with 2 pieces of whole grain toast. And then I'll have some turkey and some sweet potato. 3 hours later, I'll have some more either Greek yogurt or some cottage cheese. And I'll get home whatever the wife makes. Tonight, again, I had turkey with sweet potato. Just keep it simple. It doesn't have to be huge meals. It could be just little compact protein meals, which brings me to this thing. You want to have protein every single time you eat. Females, at least 15 grams. Males, at least 20 grams. So what does that look like? 15-gram choices, like I mentioned, that Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. That's what I use. It's 15 grams. Males, 20 grams. So I actually have 2 of those yogurts to hit 30 grams. Another thing to look at, about 2 eggs, 2 full eggs. Feel free to have the entire yolk. Don't just have the egg whites. 2 full eggs is about 15 grams of protein. It's a little bit less, but it'll get you there. Or have 3 for 21 grams. And then, and like I mentioned already, it keeps you full longer. And just ways to add protein. So if you wake up and you have oatmeal for breakfast, completely healthy, but there's no protein in it. So what you could add to it is some eggs. One thing I do if I have extra time is I'll put my protein powder into my oatmeal, stir it up, put some water in it, heat it up. It's actually really good. Just some like chocolate oatmeal. I'll even throw some extra peanut butter in there and some banana. It's actually, thinking about that, I think I'm going to make that tomorrow morning. It's really good. And then the last thing, drink half your body weight in ounces of water. And that is minimum. So this is huge right here. So if you weigh 200 pounds, drink 100 ounces. For every cup of coffee, add a cup of water. So coffee dehydrates you. You don't want to just drink. So if you're just drinking coffee all day and 1 glass of water, your body is so dehydrated, and that may be a reason why you're plateaued or not getting the results you want. Every hour of exercise, add a cup of water. So one of the biggest mistakes that I see in a gym setting is people will weigh themselves in the before workout, and they'll weigh themselves at the end of the workout, hoping they lost weight. And if they are, they're excited, which they shouldn't be. If you lose weight at the end of a workout, all you're doing is losing water weight. And that just means you're not staying hydrated with as much exercise as you're putting out. So you should weigh the exact same from when you step in the gym to when you step out of the gym. Some people are a little bit sad about that. And then it promotes weight loss, flushes out toxins, improves skin complexion, and so much more. Water is such an important element to our bodies. You could just Google benefits of water, and it's going to give you so many benefits that you're going to think why you don't drink even more. So And the fifth key, I'm going to go over to this in the next secret, but consistency. Everyone could do that for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. But after that, you have to stay consistent to keep getting results. And that's where the most people fail is they don't have the accountability. They don't see results after 1 week and they feel like something's not working and they give up or they just lose their motivation. So secret number 3, how to keep your results without gaining any of the weight back. Let me see some hands. Who wants to actually get results and not put the weight back? Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Pretty much everybody. So most people think that you actually gain weight because they lost motivation, when I actually think no one is ever motivated. And I'll tell you what I mean in a bit. So this is going to be huge right here. So take a lot of mental notes right here. Write down different things that may think it has been holding you back. So what I call these are results gaps. I got this from John Maxwell. He calls them growth gaps. And he talks about them more about a leadership standpoint. But there's these results gaps that hold us back from reaching our potential with our health. There's 8 of them, and I'll just go through each one. So we have the assumption gap. I assume that I will automatically grow. So what does this mean in a fitness setting? So if you think about it, from newborn to about 18, 25 years old, our bodies automatically get taller. Our bodies automatically get stronger. We learn new things. We really don't have to put in any work at all to get a good body. We don't even have to eat healthy, and our bodies just bounce right back. So we assume that's going to happen for the rest of our lives. But then what happens? We have a child. We pass that golden age of 30. We get older, and our bodies start deteriorating. Our bodies don't do what they used to do because we assumed that would already be that way. So this could be a huge reason why you are where you are today, or this could be a reason why one of your friends are where they are today. That assumption gap. Maybe it's the knowledge gap. You just don't know how to grow. You don't know how to work out properly. Everything I talked about to you today was just like a whole second language. Like it just kind of opened up your eyes, and I hope that's what happened is I taught you something new tonight. The knowledge gap, where you just don't know what to do. You don't know how to do it. You get frustrated, so you stop trying. So maybe it's the knowledge gap that's kind of holding you back. Maybe it's the timing gap. It's not the right time to begin. When I don't have to go far in this one in the health industry, everyone's waiting for the perfect time. Now's not the right time because I have school. Now's not the right time because work is hectic. Now's not the right time because I'm going through a divorce. Now's not the right time because my father's in the hospital. Whatever it may be, I promise you there is no right time, and life will not give you an opening. You have to create your own time. The mistake gap. I'm afraid of making mistakes. And this is huge. This is actually a huge one. So a lot of people, they're scared, especially I get this a lot from females. They're scared of going to the weight section because people are going to look at them. But really, why are they scared of people looking at them? Partly it could be because guys are weird in the gym. But they're afraid of looking foolish. They're afraid of making a mistake in what people think. So don't be afraid of making mistakes. There has been 0 successful people in this world, in any industry, in any area of their life, that has been successful without making mistakes. But maybe this is why you or somebody you know is not getting the results they want. The perfection gap. I have to find the best way before I start. So this is also a big one. It kind of goes hand in hand with the timing gap. But even if they find the right time, this person has to have everything in line. They have to have the perfect nutrition plan. They have to have the perfect workout routine. They have to have the perfect schedule. Everything has to be lined up perfectly before they even start. Now, luckily, in any area of my life. I do not fall into this one. I go head in first 100%, and I find the perfect plan on the way. And that's what everybody has to do. You just start. That's all you have to do is start. You're going to mess up the first 1, 2, 3 months. But after that, it's just going to happen for you. We have the inspiration gap. I don't feel like doing it. Now, when I talked about not everybody feels motivated or there's no such thing as motivation, this is what I'm talking about. I'd say at least 90% of the time, I do not feel like working out. Being a fitness professional, being a personal trainer, owning a few fitness businesses, I do not like working out most of the time. So if I'm waiting for inspiration, it is never going to happen for me. So you just have to do it anyways. And I'll go even more in depth on the next slide. We have the comparison gap. Others are better than I am. So this is another big one we see in the fitness industry. And this one kind of held me back for a long time. Not only in the health, but even in the business. You look at someone who is better than you and you're just like, I am never going to be that good. So you don't even try. But then on the reverse side, you also may be looking at someone who's less than you. And this is a huge one as well. You may be looking at someone who doesn't look as good as you, who doesn't have the same results as you, and you start thinking you're better than them. So you stop trying to improve yourself because you tell yourself, well, at least I'm not that. Well, at least I don't get tired just doing that. At least I'm better than that. Whatever it may be, and you stop growing yourself. And then we have the expectation gap. I thought it would be easier than this. And I think everybody in the world could agree with that one is fitness is not easy. But when we start, we're like, oh man, I'm going to lose 10 pounds this month. And then what happens? Oh, it wasn't as easy as I thought. So we stop. So that may be holding you back as well. And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to inspiration. Amazing quote by E.M. Gray. He says, successful people have the habit of doing the things that failures won't do. It's not that the successful person likes to do them either, but their dislikes are subordinated to the strength of their purpose. I love this quote because a lot of times when you see someone above you, when you see someone who has better results than you, when you see a personal trainer, a fitness industry expert, you think it's easier for them because they like to do it. When I'm telling you firsthand, I do not like working out all the time. I do not want to just have some chicken and some brown rice. But I do it anyways because my purpose is much stronger than those dislikes. My purpose of being a healthy father, of being the best I can, the best example, is much more important to me than eating a cheeseburger when I should have some chicken and brown rice. And that's the difference between success and failing. Sorry, I can't even talk right now. Right there. And then goals versus growth. So this is how you completely keep your results forever right here. You need to be goal-oriented versus growth-oriented. So you want to be growth-oriented. I might have said that wrong. So what happens when you're goal-oriented? You will focus purely on your goals and do what it takes to reach your goals, meaning you're gonna gain the weight back. So this is what I was talking about when it comes to dieting. People who are goal-oriented will do anything in their power to reach their goal. But once they reach that goal, that is it. They go back to their old way of doing things and they gain the weight back. Instead, you need to be growth-oriented. You focus on becoming a different you. In return, you're not only reach your goals, but you're going to surpass them while creating higher goals. So when you take your goals out of the picture and you just start focusing on becoming a better you, getting better at eating every single day, going to the gym 3 to 5 times a week, doing your cardio. When you just focus on becoming better at that instead of reaching a goal, I promise you're going to reach your goal faster. And once you reach your goal, you're going to reach more goals that you had no idea you could do. So start becoming growth. If you get anything out of this presentation today, it's right here. Just become growth oriented. Don't focus on your goal. Focus on you. So let me ask you guys a question. If you are liking this so far, right? Heck yes in the comment box. Yeah. Good, good, good. Jessica is excited. Grace is excited. Awesome, guys. All right, you can stop now. All right, so far we've covered how to properly work out without wasting any time. We covered the 4 key tips to any nutrition plan, and we covered how to get results forever and not gain any of the weight back. So, who actually wants to take this to the next level? I'm going to go into um, I'm going to go into my next online things right now. If anybody in here wants a little bit of extra help, if not, no problem. I'm glad you got some information out of this. But what I want to introduce to you is the Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp. It's a 3-month online boot camp, so anywhere in the world for your mind and your body. And the biggest thing out of this is it helps you drop body fat fast. I'm going to show you some results from people that were strictly out of this boot camp, and toning your body fast. And my guarantee out of this is your life will be completely different 3 months, 90 days from now. So one example, her name just blanked, Jamie. Jamie lost 70, now of course this wasn't 90 days, but her mindset completely changed within those. Dropped 75 pounds. So that was her first goal. She was like, okay, she's like, I want to drop 75 pounds. And then once she did that, she started reaching further and she started toning her body even more. And she even has another after picture right here that I haven't even posted on this yet. But she looks even better than what you see there. She is absolutely killing it. So in this Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp, what do you get? You get 12 weeks of workouts, and that is gym routines plus at-home 15 to 30-minute workouts. Now, if you've ever been inside of a gym before, if you've ever asked what a personal trainer costs, especially in the big corporate gyms, for 12 weeks of this, I'm lowballing it here, is about $4,800. There's people that were paying a lot more for 3 months of training. 12 weeks of nutrition on top of that, $1,500 value, 12 mindset shifting techniques. So just like in the third secret that I talked about, it's going to be more in-depth presentations like that with weekly assignments and accountability. So that is, you could go on Google, you could type in workout routines, you could type in nutrition plans, and you probably already have before in the past, but you probably didn't get the results you wanted because you didn't change your mindset. And I'm gonna give you the same mindset shifting techniques I had to learn myself that will change your mindset as well. And then, of course, question and answers weekly. So a total value of $10,500, but don't worry. Obviously, I'm not going to charge you that, but if it did cost $10,500 and all it did was give you the tools to change your life and your family's life, would it be worth it to you? Would you pay $10,000 to completely change the rest of your life? Most people would. And then again, if all this boot camp did was help you lose 1 pound a week and taught you how to do that the rest of your life, would it be worth it? If all it did was give you the knowledge to help your loved ones live out their dream of a healthier life, would it be worth it? And again, if all it did was give you more confidence to do anything you wanted to do in your life, would it be worth it? When I first started my journey, you saw the before and after picture. If I knew, so my mindset at the time was, I just need to get ripped abs. I was 25 years old, just to look good. But if I knew how my life would turn out because of the disciplines I learned, because of the mindset shifts I learned, because of the just transformation I made, I would have paid anything for that. It's absolutely insane what happens. So you may be wondering if this is for you. This is for business professionals with zero time. This is for the mom who juggles kids and work. Or from what I see, just kids. My mom's a stay-at-home wife, and she's just, man, she's busier than I am. It's crazy. Good job, moms. Applaud you. This is for the gym goer who's looking to hit the next level. And this is just for the beginner who has no idea where to start. And when I came up with the final price of this, I had 2 choices I had to make. One, I could make it cheap. And I've done cheap in the past, and cheap just does not work. There's something in our mindset. There's something inside of us that if we don't have any skin in the game, if we don't put anything out there, we just don't take it serious. And it's everyone across the board, myself included. Or I could make it valuable. And that is exactly what I went after. You may be thinking, will this work for me? And I had to answer that question myself. And I just want you to know, I am no one special. And like I said, I had to prove that to myself. So before I even created this program, before I even did anything like this, I tested these same techniques on hundreds of other people, and they got results too. Plus, I'm going to throw in a bonus. So you may be thinking about the workout routines. For the first 10 people, you're going to have a customized gym routine. So we're going to talk face-to-face. I'm going to know your exact schedule of the day. We're going to know what you could do, where if you're a beginner, intermediate, been doing it for a long time. I'm going to create a customized gym routine for you. And here's just a post from my last boot camp. Absolutely love this post. Samantha, imagine if you were the one posting this. Or even better yet, imagine if this was your loved one posting this. She said, I'm so glad that I decided to do this program. I feel as though I'm transforming into a confident person for the first time in a long time. I feel proud of myself. Every time I read that, that is absolutely amazing. So again, just to recap where you get, plus a bonus. You may be even thinking, I don't have the time. Just remember, we're going after a lifestyle. Look at your watch. Let me know when it says perfect timing. Just make what's important. Bonus number 2. For staying to the end, you're already going to get 3 months. But if you decide to do this, you're going to get the membership for the entire year. And these are going to be different workouts than what I have in the Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp, which is $240 value. And then bonus number 3 is you're going to get a 30-minute face-to-face call. Ask all questions, get you set up. What I want to do right now, this is only a 60-second video. And then we're going to just kind of wrap this up and answer some questions. And of course, get to the price. But here's Jason.
Before starting the Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp with Luke, I knew what I needed to do to lose weight and hit my goals. I would eat right for a few weeks, work out for a couple weeks, lose 10 pounds, and it was good. But then I'd gain the weight back. I was not knowing how to continue once I hit the goals. What the mindset part of this program does is helps you think about what you need to do to grow, not necessarily just to hit a goal. It helps you to stay more consistent. And through the first month, I've had better results than I've ever had by just focusing on eating and setting a goal to lose a few pounds. I've been able to be consistent about it. Lost 15 pounds in my first month, lost an inch in my waist and my hips, gained muscle in my arms. It's been a great program. If you don't know what you need to do to succeed, I definitely get in contact and look into the Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. So amazing thing about Jason, he recorded that after 4 weeks into the program. Now we just finished it. It's 12 weeks. I should have put his before and after picture on here because it's absolutely amazing. But he's down 24 pounds, down 24 pounds in 12 weeks. So I can't remember the inches right now, but so many inches. What I love most about his results, his wife started seeing his results. She started following the same plan as Jason, and she is now down 10 pounds in 1 month. And that is what it's all about. Get results and do it for your family. So with everything totaled up, with all the bonuses, the total value is $12,350. But as you already know, that is not what it cost. Total investment, if you were to see this a week from now, is going to be almost $2,000. But I'm giving you a special discount today because you stayed to the end, which means you're ready for a change. And that means a lot. You sat with me for 50 minutes. And now all it really takes is action. It's not going to be $12,000. It's not even going to be $1,999. If you get started in the next 24 hours, this 3 months, it's going to be $997, which is the lowest I've ever done it. And just remember, for things to change, you must change. How long have you been doing it your way? How much longer do you want to keep getting your current results? And I know the biggest thing a lot of people says, man, it sounds great, but I wish I had the money. Now just remember, the next 24 hours is only $9.97 over 90 days. That is $11 a day. If you need an $11 a day payment plan, I will give that to you. But just think about what you spent today on food and drinks. If you went to Starbucks, there's $5. If you ate out, there's your $8 to $12 right there. We all have the money. It's not about finding the money. It's about shifting what you're currently spending to what's important to you. So just a reminder, everything you're going to get right here. I'm going to go ahead in the chat box, and I'll come back to the question and answers. I don't know how to do it. Don't worry about it. The website will come right there. So right now you're probably saying, wow, that's a lot of information in the face. But really all I want to say is thank you. And just remember, I grew up with zero fitness knowledge. I did everything wrong for over 5 years. And if I could change my life, so can you. So this is how you guys get started. We're going to go to question and answers right now, but 2 choices. You keep doing what you're doing, getting the same results, or you could follow a proven plan to change your life forever. All right. So that is the website right there. On your phone, on your tablet, all you have to do is go to lukearangel.com/order BPB, and it's going to take you to the website. I'll give you guys some shout outs as you get signed up. First 10 people get the customized things. So I'm going to go through these questions right now. And then if extra time, we're going to go over more questions. If I don't have the extra time, because I do want to be time sensitive to you guys, I will message you in person about the things. So the first question I get all the time, can I split up the payments? Absolutely. If you go to that link, lukearangel.com/order BPB, yeah, I said that right. There's going to be multiple payment options. Right now, there's a pay in full. There's a 2 payment plan, and there's a 3 payment plan. And again, if you want that $11 over 90 days, I'll set that up for you too. What is the price if I wait? So like I said, the $9.97 is really going to be for the next 24 hours. Those who wait, it'll be $1,500. And then once it starts, for people that wait till the very last minute to start, it will be that $199. So you could save $500 today, or might even save $1,000 if you wait till the very last minute. I have injuries. Will I be able to do the workouts? Absolutely. As you saw Aubrey in the beginning of my presentation, losing all those inches, she has 2 knee replacements. I help people with back problems, all kinds of problems. There's modifications for everything. And here's your guys' reward. So you stay till the end. 3 months online to LR Fit online, even if you get this or not, just go to lrfitonline.com/3month. lrfitonline.com/3month. You're going to get 3 months free to my online membership. Let me get out of here. Stop share. All right, in the chat box right now, I'm going to put in the, so you could go to the chat box, BPB, and that's the link to get the Breaking Plateaus Bootcamp. But if you have any other questions out right now, please just ask away. Yes, I gained 10 pounds in 3 days. It was actually 4 days. Show link for newsletter. Not sure what newsletter you're talking about. So in the chat box, I put the link. I put the link for the online. I'm also going to put the link for the LR. I'm also putting for the 3 free months. So you could choose either one, choose them both. But again, guys, thank you so much for jumping on today. I hope you learned something. If you did learn something, please send me an email or just let me know what you would like to know next time. I'll do these periodically. So if I didn't cover something today that you wish was covered, please let me know. All right, guys, this is Luke Rangel. Have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon.